have a son, 18 years old, that wants to go to school, that wants to get his education, and y'all messing with him. Why?
And in that school, it was a culture shock for me. First thing they made me do was cut my hair.
What's up, YouTube? This is your boy Marcel. Welcome back to the New Norm channel, your go-to for black culture on relationship and celeb insight. Today's video, man, I got another reaction for you guys, but I'm not only reacting to this clip. A Texas school faces trial after punishment of black student over his hair. I want to react to that, but I also want to react to Antoine Daniels. He had made some statements about this story right here, and I ain't watched the whole full story yet, man, so I'm gonna tell you if I disagree or agree with him, man. But I know what my opinion is kind of looking like, man. I'm going ahead and put the timestamp if y'all just want to start at his video too, and I'm gonna put the timestamp for the reaction video too, you guys, in this video, man. Like I said before, this video is called Texas School Faces Trial After Punishment of Black Student Over His Hair. It comes from NBC News. We're gonna watch it, and let's go.
Tonight, a heated dispute between a Houston area school district and one of its black high school students is headed to trial. Darryl George has been serving an in-school suspension and facing other disciplinary actions for more than 4 months now, all because of his hair.
Why me out of everybody in that school?
The Barbers Hill district says it's because George's lock hairstyle violates its dress code policy, which limits hair length for boys. But George's family and critics say the move is a violation of the Crown Act, a new Texas law which took effect in September and prohibits race-based hair discrimination.
I wrote the Crown Act, I filed it, and it is clear. Locks, bantu knots, twists, braids, wash and goes, blowouts, however you wish to wear your hair, wigs should be accepted. Barbers Hill ISD is stealing his high school experience and breaking the law.
A state judge now setting a February trial date to determine if George's punishment is a violation of the law.
The family has a real case here, especially given that the authors of the bill really believe that this is a situation where the Crown Act would apply. The outcome of this case will absolutely set a precedent, especially within the state of Texas.
George's mother said she was disappointed the judge did not grant a temporary restraining order that would have stopped her son's punishment until the trial.
I have a son, 18 years old, that wants to go to school, that wants to get his education, and y'all messing with him. Why?
Barbers Hill superintendent telling NBC News in part, the Crown Act says nothing about hair length, adding it was meant to allow braids, locks, or twists, which the district has always allowed. The law was never intended to allow unlimited student expression. In a paid ad that ran earlier this month in the Houston Chronicle, Poole stood behind the district's decisions. The ad reading, quote, "We will not lose sight of the main goal, high standards for our students, by bending to political pressure or responding to misinformed media reports. These entities have lesser goals that ultimately harm kids."
Greg Poole is a liar. It is about the fact that he does not like braids, locks, or any sort of African-American hairstyle, which he said, and I'm going to prove it to you.
We spoke with George in December, shortly after he was suspended for a second time due to his hair. How has this all felt for you?
It's very stressful. I'm trying to maintain being a student while also having to deal with this. Why should I cut my hair for my education? My hair has nothing to do with my education.
What does your hair and your hairstyle mean to you?
It just means a lot to me. It made me feel more closer to my people. Being without my hair, it's like cutting me from my people, not letting me, express myself how I feel I should be.
Sinclair Samoa, NBC News.
Thanks for watching.
All right, you guys, man. So he ain't been able to get his education basically because they stopping him from going to school. They delivering all type of punishments about his hair, man. And I think this is wrong, man. To me, this is clear cut, man. Whenever they attack a black person, they always attack us by our hair first, man. That's what it seems like to me, man. They aim at the hair if they don't like us as a people, you know what I'm saying? This is a very sensitive subject too, man, but at the same time, man, I understand if it was a distraction. I done seen plenty of boys' hairs like this in my culture, man. This is my culture. I done seen, and they come in all shapes and sizes. Like Martin Luther King said, don't judge me by the color of my skin. Basically what he was saying, my culture, but judge me by my character. Like, I would like to know a little bit more about this boy's character. If they was gonna attack him, at least make it a character thing, or he's doing something wrong. This is his culture, man. We black culture over here, so I ain't got nothing to say about that. But let's watch Antoine Daniels' statement, and we're gonna see what he has to say. And I got a lot to say about that. So we'll get right back to you.
This is my opinion. First point is this. I come from an environment where obviously I was raised in the hood because I was raised in the inner city of Detroit. I was removed in middle school, and my father made the sacrifice, as a lot of you already know, and he sent me and my brother to middle school and private school for 2 years before I went back into public school. And in that school, it was a culture shock for me. First thing they made me do was cut my hair. Second thing that they made me do was pull up my pants. Third thing that they made me do was wear a collared shirt. And the fourth thing that they made me do was put on a tie. The thing was we had to do volunteer work. We had to be men because it was an all-boys school. So they was teaching us how to be men. They was teaching us to have discipline. And they was teaching us to follow the rule. It was the rules that you understood it based off of what the culture was being set for them.
Guys, my first thoughts of listening to this, man. This guy full of ish, man. Full of ish. But I ain't gonna chalk it up to maybe he don't know his culture, man. Maybe Antoine Daniels just don't know his culture, man. So I'ma play this video and then I'ma give y'all my opinion on the other end, man. Cause if y'all don't know your culture, man, I can't get mad at y'all for not knowing y'all culture, man. And his story sounds similar to this story. So let's watch this video, man, and let me educate y'all on what these folks be doing, man.
Slave owners shaved not only the men's hair, but women's hair as well. This was considered an unspeakable crime to many tribes. In 1619, the first slaves were brought to Jamestown. After being on a ship for 3 months in unbearable conditions where hygiene, let alone hair care maintenance, couldn't be maintained, many of the enslaved Africans' hair was matted upon arrival. The enslaved Africans were no longer allowed to speak their native languages, do traditional dances, and maintain their hair in the styles that they chose. All of the African culture and grooming traditions began to disappear. Slave owners wanted to cut off the enslaved Africans' connection to their true self. They pushed their standard of beauty, fair skin, straight hair, and thin facial features. African dark skin, kinky hair, and wider facial features were deemed unattractive. Because of this, lighter skinned, straight hair slaves commanded higher prices at auction.
And we back one more time, man. Today's lesson, man, this has been systemic racism, man. This is what's going on with this little boy, man. Systemic racism, man. And if you don't know what systemic racism is, go do your research and due diligence, man. I'm not gonna break it down in this video like that, man. But basically what he's facing is they want to take him far away from his culture. They just trying to whitewash him, basically, man. I ain't got nothing against white people. I love white people, man. But when white people try and make our normal their normal, it don't work, man. You know what I'm saying? We need our culture, man. The Chinese people got their culture. The Jewish people got their culture. But soon as it's a black culture thing, it becomes a problem, man. And y'all boys like Antoine Daniels, man, y'all need to get the stick out y'all butt, man. Y'all that white wash y'all being, man. Y'all need to go back to y'all roots and study y'all roots before y'all have an opinion on subjects, man. Especially Antoine Daniels, man, because they done did it to you. And you telling them they done did it to you, man. They done did it to you. The first thing they made you do, what you say? Cut off your hair, my boy. Like, so stop the cap, man. Come on, man. We have to do better as a people. Before Republican, before Democrat, we have to stick together as black people. That's my message in this video, man. Because it's just pure ID ignorance, man. It's clear what they trying to do, man. And it's in the southern state, man. I live in the South. This happens every day down here, man. I think more eyes and attention need to be on it. So salute NBC News. I'm also going to leave the girl clips that I shared in this video, man. We have a lot of history when it comes to our hair, man. Black people and their hair is anonymous for our history, man. But I don't want to keep this video too long, man. Y'all make sure to comment, like, and subscribe. This has been your boy Marcel. And make sure y'all give me a like too, man. This helps send the video out to people who need to see it the most, man. And this been your boy Marcel. Like I said, I'm signing in, I'm signing out. Until next time, peace.